Hi. I'm a little early, I know. Just a little bit. I have a lot of videos I gotta make, so I'm here. And I've got a bundle for you. This is an ink bundle. I've got many choices on this, but this is a transfer that's currently available on the website. I am offering with this bundle at a giant discount 2 jars of ink, one of which is going to be the glow in the dark. So come check it out. We're going to give this a try. I am going to use my ink mat. That's not included in the bundle, unfortunately, but I really like this small one. It makes it super easy to make t-shirts. So come chill with me for a little while and let me know what you're doing. I also wanted to do something. I saw something the other day and I thought it was really cool. I want to start my live off with gratitude. So just take a second and think about what you're grateful for. Comment it in the comments, okay? And I'll tell you mine. So I'm really grateful that I get the opportunity to work from home and that I'm very blessed in my life. So tell me in the comments what you're grateful for. And let's remember to show some gratitude. Hi, Lisa, sorry, I don't know what I was saying. I don't know why I said Laura. I just saw the L and the A and thought, that says Laura, but obviously not. Anywho, so yeah, tell me what you're grateful for. And we're going to make this shirt for my nephew. I don't know if y'all recall the shirt saga, but I made a bunch of shirts before I went up and saw the kids the last time that I went and saw my friend Lindsay. And I got a shirt for some reason that was giant for my nephew. So this is actually the correct size. And even whenever I finished with that one, I said, I could fit into this. That's kind of weird. But I continued down that path, okay? I don't know why. I have no idea what I was doing. But here I am today, fixing my mistakes, okay? And I was going to make him the same exact shirt that I had made before. But I thought, you know what? Let's do it differently. Let's make a different one for him. So here I am making a different one. I did put my ink mat in there. I did the 9x12 one. I am going to use this little measuring thing so that I don't put it up too high. Okay? And my ink mat is just under this, so I think we'll be okay. I'm going to actually probably lay this a little bit higher than that. Just right there. And then I'll pull this little dilly out. So I got these on Amazon. They're on my list. If you comment the keyword, which is the word haunt. Hi, Joni. How are you? You'll see the link to get these on my Amazon storefront. Okay, so those little measuring things. And they come with more than one. It's like all sizes. There's infant, adult, youth, etc. So this bundle comes with this transfer and a black jar of ink, okay, and a glow-in-the-dark jar of ink. Now, I didn't realize until a couple of weeks ago that you could put black ink down, and put glow-in-the-dark over it, and the glow-in-the-dark will work. Did y'all know that? I had no idea. So, yeah. Anyway, we're going to give that a try. So here's my first layer of black ink. Now, I do have my ink mat in here. I am not going to heat set this in between, okay? I'm going to leave the ink mat in. I'm going to pull this transfer off, clean it, and calm down, heat press. My goodness. Acting like you're in a rush to do the project. I'm going to pull this up, we're going to clean the transfer, and then I'm going to put it back down, okay? Now that's important. Whenever you're using an ink mat, sometimes the shirt stretches a little bit, okay? So you do not want to remove that ink mat. Go ahead and don't heat set it in between. And your second layer should line up appropriately, okay? Now, if you do it this way, I'm hoping that it will line up. I think it will. I've had a couple different tries of this exact scenario, And each time I either didn't use an ink mat or I removed the ink mat, and that was a mistake. Okay, make sure you don't have any ink on your hands. And then pull this baby up. Okay. It looks so good. He's gonna love this. And he's gonna feel extra special because he's getting 2 shirts. Everybody else only got 1, but it was because I messed up. So there's the shirt to start, okay? Now, I'm gonna set this right down here real quick. I'm gonna get my little dish mat thing and my water. Hi Vicky, how are you? I'm gonna spray this first. And then, so by the way, we started this live with, what are you grateful for? I wanna know, I wanna hear what you're grateful for in your life. For me, today, I am grateful that I have a really good job, that I get to work from home. I don't have to put on shoes every day. Or, like, I mean, I wore this today with leggings. Okay, I wear a cute shirt because I do sometimes have to be on video. So I try to look as professional as possible. But when I go to the site, I wear a t-shirt and jeans. So it's not that big of a deal. But I do have to keep shoes on whenever I'm at the site. And that is terrible. I don't like it. So I'm grateful to be at home and not have to get out of the house, spend gas money every day. It's pretty great. All right. Your family. I love that for you. Hey, Steph, how are you? Okay, so I'm going to spray the back side of this. Now, I did wipe that off with the baby wipe first. Oops. Just to get the majority of that ink off there so that we weren't taking the my board eraser and just clogging it up with ink, because that would just make a mess. And as you can see, I didn't have to really do much. With ink, it's so much easier to clean and transfer like this. So much easier than paste. It just doesn't make as much of a mess, in my opinion. Okay? Paste seems to be messier. And I don't know if it's because we use more paste. I don't know. More quantity of it, but I don't use as much ink either whenever I do an ink project because I don't want it to leak. I'm not as afraid whenever I'm using paste, which I probably should be because I love that, Christine. Oh my gosh. Look, I turned 41 this year and I am like ready to retire, okay? I've decided that I don't like to work for a living. Okay, I just think that they should go ahead and give me my regular check and I should just be able to stay home. Okay, that's all I want, and not have to work for it. Just let me stay home. Okay, if you remember, the ink mat is still in this. Okay, and I did not pick up, I didn't do anything. I did not heat set. I did not do anything. This is my clean transfer. It's all nice and dry. I'm going to take this and I'm going to line it right back up. And it's actually super easy to line a transfer back up. Y'all, this is the way to do it. Okay, I'm telling you right now, it lines up perfectly. If you've ever, I just did something kind of dumb and smudged that. Thank God I had my transfer down. I don't know what I was thinking. But be careful, don't smear your ink, okay? Like I just did. I just like spread it. It's fine. Whatever. Okay? Now, I cleaned my squeegee also. Now, I'm going to get a lot of ink on here because I don't want to dip back into that jar after I grab that first initial ink because I don't want to get black in there, okay? And I'm going to try and go over this, and then I'm going to just scrape it up off the parts that I've already gone over. Now, the glow-in-the-dark ink is a little thicker. Mine is, at least. I don't know if all of them are. But it's a really nice consistency. I don't feel like it's super runny. And I was able to grab more than I normally would with ink to make sure that I spread it really well. Okay? Now, I don't feel like I have a lot of black ink on here. I was thinking it was going to mess. Well, I do, actually. I'm not going to put this back in my jar. I don't know if y'all can see that, but I do have some black ink that transferred. So I don't want to throw that back in there because it's not pure glow-in-the-dark ink anymore. All right, so take that and throw that away. But this is glow-in-the-dark. Now, this bundle does include a jar of glow-in-the-dark and a jar of black paste. Ink, sorry. And this transfer. Okay, I also have extra jars of the glow-in-the-dark ink. If you want just that, you can grab that in the link. Whenever you comment the word haunt, you'll get the link. Okay, now I have my ink mat in here. I don't want to heat set yet. Oh, I love that so much for you, Stephanie. How much fun is that? Hey, Janelle, how are you, doll? Okay, so I have my ink mat in here. All right, as you can see, it's stuck in there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my free hand and I'm going to make sure, first of all, that I don't have ink on my hand. And I'm going to start separating that. So I'm just taking my hand and I'm putting it on the ink mat and I'm slowly pulling up the shirt, okay, and just working that shirt off of the ink mat. Now, it's super duper sticky. So you just have to walk your hand up the ink mat and pull it off like that, okay? And then I'm going to pull it off as I walk my hand over, okay? Just like that. Now, I have this bundle heavily discounted, okay? Don't tell anybody that I'm giving you such a great deal, but go and grab it because I don't have many of these and you need it, okay? You got to make your Halloween shirt somehow. You can even make a Halloween bag. If you want me to make you cutouts, I'm happy to do that. All right. There we go. Now, I need a piece of parchment. So I have this one right here. That's perfect. It's cut in half. And I've got my heat press set on 305 for 30 seconds. I'm going to do this twice, okay? Just set it there. I do have my heat protector mat underneath here. You do want to make sure that you protect your surface. Now, if you don't have a heat press, no problem. Let this set for 24 hours and then come back and heat set it with an iron on medium-high heat for about 4 minutes with a piece of parchment between the iron and the design. Go over that design for about 4 minutes and it'll be heat set, okay? So yeah, if you're watching the replay or if you're still, I'm live right now. I think it's over there. Okay, if it says live, I'm live, but I want to hear what you're grateful for. So comment right here and tell me what you're grateful for. It's the other side. It's over here. I don't know which side it is. I'm looking at my reflection trying to figure it out. I don't know. Anywho, yeah, if I'm doing the replay, comment hashtag replay. Replay, gosh, drooling on myself. And tell me what you're grateful for, okay? And we're going to start doing that on the regular basis because I want to know what you're grateful for in your life. And this is heat set now, okay? Plus, it's going to glow in the dark. And my little nephew is going to freak whenever he sees this. He'll be the only one that got this one and the only one that got a glow in the dark shirt. All because I screwed up and got him the wrong size shirt last time. Anyways, I hope you love this. And I will see you all later. Good night.